no kwamo mianka na awodi nipa pina ekwa tete mu pao amani pampempema wale agu odia sampa spiritual and herbal center awo wo mo yade se wo mbemu wanya basisi a yade bi tise stroke gonorrhea anabama waye mre e wampamu low sperm count wo mo wanu aduro tatahwe ene je sam se seba ne sunsumu nsama wo mo telete se ye sunsumu aware anasa yare bi ne yade amawo pampabone anabo ana wanya abai amane e court case wo betu charge osisi a enam omadwuma panti ni pampempem ene be fo mo kofie ekoye sunsumu nyuma edemom se mosini ene enzimani akabom dia sunsumu niama asie betu obi aje wukunu anasa wo yere awaresem adwuma sam akwantuom nsam ni nyina aya sumasem fabadan odia sampa spiritual and herbal center obehuyan of
New Koforidua ejoso ne konongo infinfin aye Ashanti region hon ma number aye didi dwuma no aye 054 330 4976 anase 020 134 0421 054 330 4976 anase 020 134 0421
Odia Sampa Spiritual and Herbal Center. You be do us some amount.
Alright, I'm saying I'm Mama Kwaba about Odia Sampa TV. I am also for Odia Sampa TV. Pwede ampo abi kwan ni emi oni ye di ya ho komedia me gidi se ho eye. Saa nso na me so me ho ede. Abusia ene enkomo na ye ba bedi na ye o man ka na ho enkomo. Wọ́n se galamse ho ensem a kosi. Abusia enkomo we aya ba bedi mesraw sa obejemre ni watie emu nsam nyina eyie na ye nyina yaka ya dwen abom ahwe ediyie atuye because oman no amayos nti ama eniama ahodo bebre na eje ensamu Hon Kennedy Japan abeka ho asam and okatachi afrifa enso abeka ho asam ena Captain Smart enso abeka ho asam na saa performance we nyina ma bo omudin no ensam a omokaye no yebenya adaje atie niye abubu obia adiemu mako ni ahu ba bia mistake no every ever obia asam sa na osika no se ada se o kan kwan paso anase o kan achia no na ye wi a afi abre a me so me call no ho a na ne ekoso na sisi a wo hwe the current state of river and cobra are ho asefem na me kofa and cobra so pa na me we and cobra mu nam cha acha me pen na me bi awe ma anya bi ade me konya ya koto na wa utumi so my Ghana okonkofo nkuro mu a oma bo musuo mu ban ma musuo na ni akronje ye die dabi o anya hwe kra ye se ye nyini bebre kra no mekai ni ekwafuo mu a nsuo wa wo hwa wo de uyefunu no wo pese ogbo ne ma no ti ahaban ye kuntru ani de ano abbo nsuo nim togon no abobi aguyem kama na wo ko wanim enso enne emu adwale ekra ka me ko anka ko branya dan ka me dwale bi unya to mu se kim raste ane ehwi abaye no wo de kokwa abochi akra abaye yi abusa san de baye ye chawo yon konkoti o ba na de dika wa show dia sympathy bia me so be subscribe to channel share na like invite afoforo no meka abusu ko no ho se de baye ye drop video foforo bi a o sa beka bi afi free so also be chawo adwen e wo comment section no ase ho no abusia me no ka se so bia wo ye brema anaso oba awo ho da adwen e ha oba wo de boss wa no wa gie ho e ban say stroke asthma diabetes and hepatitis B enso to yare no do so ye kasa bombo so a emre ebeko ejai e ba se sunsun asam so waye ho na mafam die na enko yi pa number na egu ase ho na 054 330 4976 enko ti o
Minim Samo, I bleed for my country. Now no asem baku si mi fie. Omo ba na minister bi na e de boy bi akose onkoji obi de. Mo yin o ma no. Why? don't you know man to Amamilo? Come back to the Ghana phobia.
Now we say the woman you galamse. Kwan ben so ye betimi afa patu ase.
Galamse, a quite betting your faso. Ama galamse, a chat ever Ghana. Only when politicians, now the Kabu Makase, enough is enough. They are all staying away, staying out of Galamsey. Because I can tell you, without shame or anything, say, politicians, both NDC, MPP, and other politicians, they bring Galamsey. And the problem, let me say, and I'm saying, bosses, politicians, they have some confidence that they have no respect for anybody. They go to the land and they start destroying it, and nobody says anything. So they are there. Now, I hear from so, Galamse, to which I hear from so, some of I hear now.
Yes.
See, Nana Kufuado has tried his best, but I'm just politicians, one politicians, in the count, and these politicians, the count, the government election, they do no more year campaign, and I buy a my year, and no more air country, count,
yes,
and the count. Sabi, me was in Yabwa, all of them. Me, I'm confidently and boldly telling you because continue the PR that make in Japan, me yes, Galamse, and now me yes, small scale mining. And now me say, oh dear, I will hope. Now me this question, and Omobam in Cham because na mo Chinese is what I bet say yes, you say, who done it? Who bet me a cochata? Acquire sans a wee. Go and see how they preserve their water bodies. Oko Dubai, about 60-70% gold the world Dubai, is Ghana. What is wrong with that? Now, the country is not being developed. I hope today, but now India for a detective price. I'm telling you. Yeah? From the belt, from Morocco, up to South Africa, baby, gold, Liberia, Sierra Leone, Guinea, Gambia, everywhere, Africa. I can't tell you more way now. We sit there and get think of Obroni Papa near Papa Womu, you move. Any Chinese consulate near Kasa, America, Bagalan, no become there. Namu, China for them conform from the remotest area about. Only a then who village or remotest village echo, and yet Ghana for
yes, that's the point.
And that is the gospel truth. That is not a boarding. Remember, voting in Slovenia because Ghana said, I serve Ghana. I don't serve any politician. You can be anybody in this Ghana. I don't serve you. I serve my country.
Yes.
It's too much. They want to say, oh, mine, exchange, and I'm telling you, any politician or still best stop for Galamsey. Sending call for one can will waiting a stop for. That president, with all due respect, why mistake?
Okay.
That was our soldier for an call round. Mumisa Munyongo da Costa. Many no kifi have moving to ha. Na so the by. Obaya. Ni please ni say Australia ni force one yan fan say galam stop. One konya igami gata na say what do you mean? Say yan fan ko shem galam say asoja for no so kwa they know what they do. Ni so almost no kura na America. And the election year, a soldier for a call. A NDC propaganda, no, my yacht was a Bedusa Brea, almost the same man of the ship, and everybody panic. Some of the videos are old. Now, yet you want a normal call Prisia 2020. Bogoso, Kakpa mining area. I can't say, Baba, Omba to Galamsey.
Yes.
Look, about 90% of the Galamsey areas in an MPP issue. First strategy, and home side. First strategy, and home side. Ghana, Mumma, any politicians, you are not a minor kakra. And yet, power you being empty. Yes, Madame in our place, na Ghana say ya why na baba be di so why wo the police ni ko so won ko ye obekwa ko ye kana na ho wo the soldier ni ko obekwa ko ye kana na ho. So what are we going to do in this country? If you are any part of Kriabikura, and Momon Kanokura, and not on my Ghana, I bleed for my country. But my answer being Kasabin, but I said it's too much. What I'm seeing, who call rounds now, is you be anywhere and in your pound. Why? And yes, you can't find the April, we are saying. If you are asking a power, Mon can want more money from Munya Bone and come. Monkai who say Ghana na mosum any political party. Enough is enough. Now omo power abani nyina no. Enye nipa no mo expertise o mbedi o mo tuana. And we are destroying these water bodies. Minimum battle there. You know, I din na yedi ani ehwe enye kapre. Me ochina umbeka empabo upa ko the whole Ghana. The bisa na me concession kura me ko school ba me ntiase nti concession ase na makopedi me ni concession be bia enim ya ma me fancy ya anyesa regulation here of the
mate me bezo the regulation ya be here
wo mu kura no so wo mu guard against it. They are doing it na no asan ba ku si ni fie omo ba na minister bi na e de boy bi akose onkoji obi de boy no so e ba no a kakwa ayi no so ono so enye ne dia o sharp no no so e MPP ni di okofa e ri ma bata e na ekoso why what is it can e na mo ni no ma no why kanu ti no ma to amamilo ka bet Ghana phobia why
galamesa no NDC for na aplania kofa foreigners dia bagana and o ma akode ani niam so o mo fa nse yiso no no o mo fa pressure to aban so said be ya aban no be ya tan na yo ma to abama John Mahama enti se wo be hwa NDC asofo nko na ekasa NDC asofo nko ene gira na me bomb nsema his excellency na nado dankwa o ye tough because enyoma mdi gu akwan mu no senkanana ebo hwese se sojafo nko a nanka ahowo na wo mde begu nso mu be say galamsefo ne small scale mining for na djuma no nanka wo mo ankasa safa afa soja tade ahye every mining area omu bekunkun nipa wo ho na je say
obakun foreigners no
dabi foreigners na ba ye no wo mo ne ma omu soja tade ahye no mako as unknown military men no mako kum nipa de ahye ban baabia ye tu galam say anase mani wo ho bia no yakun nipa 3 wa ha yakun 4 wa ha yakun 6 wa ha na chese Ghana mani nyina se gomdi de yakufo ado aye ni o yakufo ado ama soja fo beku ye na chese election aye dandel ama NDC omboa na we no ananato wotu na si fo mo a asofo bi kasa ne ho nkran ba ni nyina no
wati committee
enye John Mama kro ye nti na mo bresa John Mama dada no anase mo de John foforo na eba o John no John Mama nya ni swadi unu na masem ne say obi e wadi president wadi assemblyman wa run through sa abaya konwa bi no ontra so da enso only one policy single policy to talk about John Mama doesn't qualify to be our president.
Abushia Hon Kennedy yakọ na wakasa no na me de minim wadwen first no na ye ka enkofo a esofoto Hon Kennedy yakọ ono kra na ma madwen eba political scene mu because na politicians and kind of cry and ye never won say oh Hon kind of cry ono de ni party kra na ya obahye omo ni na yesesa na ye kwa election ya na obepe presidency enunti na oyusu sa format no and ade ba kwa at that moment ni ya nhye ne nso na me ma hye ne so na ene ne ya eda so ewo ne mu eno so na ma ye kire wo say there is a difference between a politician and a leader. Hon Kennedy upon a typically politician into the biano or try say even so obeka no kra no prana also oka na a sweetie in favor of the political party ni say ne beya ense no nyameke bi awon tia say imagine say asema wo kan de no kra MPP for gum NDC for gum because sad these two political party we no ɔmo na nkasa no ɔmo ayɛ ɔmo sɛ panyin ne kakra ɛna ɔmo de timamfo no adwen ɛde agorɔ wote nsɛm a na ɔmo ka ne nyina ɛyɛ no kurotrodo and tie Honorable Kennedy Yapon mame fancy hanom na mamfa revolution bi amegu abɔnten because ɔde ba a ebegu party no ɛho fin enti sisi ano me sɛ Ghanafoɔ nyinaa te sɛ me anka Honorable Kennedy Yapon walusu ne dignity nyinaa da biara no o kremi sɛ or fight for the nation ɔman Ghana. Meanwhile, you are fighting for your political party. Anka nye saa, even kranka ba ni say, anka obetwe wo ho. I think say even kra no sisi aka ye kakra alan kra be papa kakra, nye bebre kakra, kra ache Honorable Kennedy Yapon because ono de watwe no every party ni mu. Inti say anka Honorable Kennedy Yapon, the way ana work say you are fighting for Ghana youth and na one and this time around wo Honorable Kennedy Yapon we a businessman na unim business ani so na obi ayiniti as a business person and otenase na se enye hypocrisy ena enye ye kan say political party ena wo pay the dignity and na say the strong pillar no e dey ama political party na anka wo hwe this vibrant young guy na Kwame Bediako ideas and the policies krana anka obejoin ne hantu na Kwame Bediako kan say bi afa galamse no ho a enkofo trace na no but at the end of this video and I say your next video no ye be sa reaction no e account enyo na wo Kennedy Yapon ko a ene enkofo o maka galamse no asam and some nkofo we nyina na medika e ka kire no obi bi asem bi o kan ye no e de be bro ya ye ho reaction into Honorable Kennedy Yapon no kan ye no party yesterday ono so oye nya atwom and na wo kan no so ne de nsa and minimum de ebetumi aba say no kre and ebetumi aba say e political talk to say ne omo kan ya Honorable Kennedy Yapon ko aya na me say da bia no a leader on ka say NSA anasisi oya ade a ebebode oman no Honorable Kennedy Yapon time started with obi nim ade na me wo damn ya nsema me di begu abonte wo damn ya as a leader no ho ade a ekọ na enye no ade na opese ye there once just bring the truth out but won twen say nipa no me there o international say nipa no me there o na wani tu say nipa no ya ade a enye ensem fata na wani tu na wo ye kosa unto say obeti asiwele mu. Into these political parties may say we don't need to select political parties and as a political leaders, but we need a visionary and a nation builders leader. Then Kokoti Okatachi Efrufa and Captain Smart and so and some are okay. We are at the whole reaction about bro.
Our president again.
And Crowa ye to galamse was so. Okay. I will remember na. Okay. Obi amahene wo ho. Na say e kasa e be kire mu ye. Ye wa amahene wo ba mu ha wo. E ne wo hene. Okay. Okay. Na there time there ya ne say. Me the video be to me status. Okay. Madam be the send me no from Adam. When or say captain. Okay. Me mada. Me bu nsuo no bi anadwo me say enye ntimi mu. The following day me bu bi me say enye ntimi mu. 4 days osanko bie pipe na. Okay. It is so be a worry in 2 months I won't didi yen no nsuo dwonso. Bibini. Au. Bibini ye nipa o. Na aban ye ka kire yen say. Minister of Lands and Natural Resources said aban no a commission dead say yen fight galamsey. Aban we or ye galamsey aban. The presidency led by Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the president of the republic, chief of staff, the presidency, entire presidency, they are all involved in galamsey. I am telling you. na me sorry I make can same way no na nkofo fi se me di agro I don't want you say kasa by heart ho munim de enim
bibi ni ye nipa o
maka to say chief of staff table so na check galamsey site eti Abrantia no ye head of the political desk that was the office of the chief of staff from protozoa enra or the we issue statement to say oh no onye involved in galamsey sir when o madam table so and check galamsey we na boss super o galamsey super na buy na dum tv no o main that chinti sabi eburu sabi enyado say me maami agi na awia ana me na kwaku bi chem krampo na awia say yes sabi eburu sabi enyado say ye me am CEO anti bi na awia ye mpe kwan papa bi so mfa so hwe na ni ase kosua me nka chen say maame ye die adabaraka
Captain Smart
emra na me ka chen say we sabi we ajibi that time na twam so ni maame ka chen strategy any be ma bia be mem then so strategy ade wo be ma bia sisim tell me what I say
Smart. He is unique. He
every time Jenna no poku ajbe kasa no na DJ no nipa no control sound no ma me ne bog galamsey super free
bibi ni ye nipa o bibi ni
na wan kasa wo ye TV station wo ye radio station na wo so wa pene saa de ye so na ekoso because my many kase the entire Enzima enclave galamsey say won me to us and wonni me yie ebinim se me ya fantini ebinim se me ya kuapimni ebinim se me ya santini ebinim se me ya buruni ebinim se me ya Enzimani ebinim se me ya igbeni ebinim se me ebi class se me free tumu me pe me I am from Ghana menya fantini menya igbeni menya santini menya seremni menya nkrani menya Enzimani menya Ghana ni bam ends there but who show me machi a beya regions beya nine so na me fi that is not important the single thing most important factor is the country called Ghana na ye dum Jane microphone when we hear na mo ba be patch us here sorry ba o me ba e the sound ne ko soro nti sorry say ba o me ba no the sound ko soro na Jane kasa ne the sound ko why because Jane na no poku ajma was talking about galamsey
omo yare
mate se kuo bi wo krum ha afa na mo sorry
onua
yes kuo media practitioners media den coalition den o say ya bo be bomche media coalition against galamsey for company limited time na ye chi me wo krom ha no na the so called media coalition against galamsey where were you guys for company limited PO box 1 Accra Kanda for company limited PO box 1 Accra Kanda where were you guys? After most of the petition come Baumia and Mahama Wabem. Can Mahama command the IGP that go and fight galamsey? He cannot. Munja is adieno. Mena na kwa kubi chama tu fuka. The way be say yamu neno. Can Mahama? But sorry. No I call CDS or no I can say hey, I am the commander in chief.
Hello.
Cross up galamsey.
Hello.
Mo petitioner, mo fan koma Baumia on wa bem. No try Ghana for kwanyo first wo betu galamsey ase. Hwe galamsey na wo ho no. Okay, Mr. 5 minutes aso.
Abushe Captain Smart na ye kokotie no. Na me de abrene abrebia me se nokre no na meka. Captain ayo obi a Martina says steady na say ensam a oka no. Ebu a oka for view. Ebu also have your oka to entertain the people. Ye won nsam bi o ha nokre e de ba ko e nokro nanso ɔka ɛde egu party baako ɛho fi ɛde abuild another party. Meanwhile, these two political party ni na ɔno ankasa Captain Smart ɛgye to mu sɛ saa political party mmienu wei ɛnya adeɛ a ɔmo wɔ biribi a ɔmo pɛ sɛ ɔmo de bɔ ɔman no na mmom ɔman no sɛe ɛna ɔmo pɛ sɛ ɔmo sɛe no. And ɔmo saa media fo wei a abɔ ɔmo ho mmɔden a agyegye sika ɛde afiri saa nkɔfo wei mu hɔnom ɛna propaganda nsɛm ankasa na ɛwɔ sɛ ɔmo hwɛ na ɔmo hit on the right track ɛno daabi o. Captain akɔyɛ te sɛ Honorable Kennedy Japan ɔbɛde ne ho to some level bi ɛde apɛ opportunity because anka obi a wɔsɛ ɔdɔ ɔman Ghana deɛ ɔbɛyɛ neutral anaasɛ ɔnkɔ back for NDC because galamsey asɛm a yɛrekɛn yes NPP ɛyɛ the current government me akasa megye to mu sɛ we need to hold them accountable nanso ɛnyɛ ɔmo time yi ɛna galamsey start yi o. Galamsey start yɛ from I think sɛ kofo time kra deɛ na or meyi but kofo be free hɔnom no ɛna galamsey start gidigidi a ɛsɛn nneɛma asisi adeɛ ayɛ west a me say me kɔɔ paa na Reverend Cobra nti this time around sisi ɔmo nyinaa na ɔmo akɔ ɔmo abom and because NPP for to send your ɔmo ka no ɔmo gurus ɛna ɛyɛ adwuma because nyɛ saa wei ne stop ɛnyɛ den na captain na ɛka sɛ nzema no a ɔmoa me kɔɔyɛ like ɛshɔke me from River Ankobra ne so opa Ankobra ne da ha deɛ a emu no ɛdɔ nti ɔmo ntumi ɛmba hɔ side but okwa na wotra ɛyɛ ɛhyɛm look at there be so wotra ɛhyɛm kra udru mpapa makura eziem ɛhɔnom ne ɛwrawra na esi hɔ na adɔka no a ɛno na ɛnam no kɔhyɛm no ɔmo breedi no yɛtutu adɔka ne nyinaa atumi ɛwra no atum ba a ɛwɔ ɛwra na asɛm ama na ba soro ɛno ɛna ɛma nsu ne nyinaa ehipi ebegu rebanko branim na wotra hɔnom na ɛkɔ na ɔma yeyaya ɛde kɔ nent ɔman na yɛtimu na ankasa no sabi nkwasiafoɔ no toso hwɛ upon say yɛtu galamsey no ɛwɔ side and side no na saa na tie kree a olden time na yɛ nananom de kokɔ abɔkye a ɛne ade no na China for nso kuta machines cars akɛseɛ ɛna ɔmo tu saa na tie ɛna ɔmo de yɛ tiles and wei nyinaa ɔno no bɛyɛ ɛde akɔ grooming ne economy na yɛyɛ te ha ne yɛte mpenten ɛno ano sɛ yɛsɛ yɛ natural resource nyinaa sɛ so yɛsɛ no so na ne yɛkyere kɔm ka ho emu yare ɛbɛba na timamufoɔ no ewu nkwasi ewuo yɛnyɛ obi a ɔbɛgyina asekyere ne se aka nɔkorɛ obiara ɛka ama no political party ebia ɔbɛka sɛ me so the same thing na meyɛ the same thing na meyɛ because ɔno na ɔba no ɛyɛ neutral person ɔyɛ obi a oni political background nti ɔba a yɛwɔ gyidie ne arɛhyɛmu ɛwɔ ne mu sɛ ɔbɛsesa nneɛma ɛno nti ɛna yɛn nyinaa yɛrebɔ ne ho dawuro because ɛna maka hyɛw no galamsey started from NDC foɔ yi ɔmo time ɔmo anstɔpo NPP so anstɔpo ɛna ɔmo kɔ so and even ɔmo akɔ step further a ɔmo de ɛyɛ campaign obi si kyɛ da ɛka bi yɛbɛba ne deɛ no ɛso nti ade nti ɛna yɛte ne yɛhwɛ asɛ yɛ nneɛma nyinaa meanwhile yɛbɛtumi yɛankasa de hyehyɛ pa gu ɔkyerɛ sɛ bibini awurade ayɛ a wo kasa wɔn sɛ wɔn control ho a na wɔyɛ ate afa so because wohwɛ nneɛma bi a ɛkɔ so na deɛ ɛbɛba no ano no Abusha sane be ya metwitwa mensa no so. Yenko ne nkoti okatachi afirifa so ensam a okae. Ono so ye de ne de e de abro.
Yene mining concession, bigger mining companies in this country as a state. Sabi ya se ya adwene nya adwuma se. Ye no a oil no bauxite, diamond, timber, cocoa area. Whenever we go into agreement with these people, what we do is that we get disadvantaged in the course of debate on the decision making table. We only get like 10%. The misleaders of our nation, they are the ones that sit for stuff like this to happen. So yeah, Kono, I noticed that we've actually signed a deal with the bigger companies where trucks akesia yede twe anwea baba. We live in a country where we say it is a gold coast. We have gold everywhere you dig. But the any agreement, you know, they are not even going to refine the gold here. So I saw these bigger trucks moving and every 2 minutes. In fact, 2 minutes is even too long. Every 30 seconds, there's this big truck, very huge. Our day Anwea Takrady port to be exported away. Anwea. Then from Bodia Junction going to Asankregwa, you see that the activities of Galamsey is no longer a threat. The people are doing a left, right, center on the roadside. Just haphazardly.
When you say the activities of Galamsey, you mean they are digging for gold everywhere?
Digging for gold everywhere, uncontrolled. So messy a situation that if you are a human being of conscience, this thing should hit you and alarm you that what is going on. So we moved to Asankregwa. We went there, I saw it, I was alarmed. I said, what is the meaning of this? We came back and I said, I'm going to now report the Tales from the Death Trap. That was the name I gave to my ex. Tales from the Death Trap. Because it's a trap. Yeah, death trap. Because it's a death trap. Whatever we are doing today, if we don't take care, in the next 5 years, all of us will be extinct. Because water is life. And it is said that the day the last tree dies, the last man will die. We are destroying all our water bodies. I said, okay, let me go and report the Tales from the Death Trap. I came to buy a drone from my own pocket money, about 26,000 Ghana cedi.
You bought a drone?
Yeah, I bought a drone. Because I wanted to give them a real feel of how it looks like when you go up the sky and you watch it. So we got there, we are going to a place called Tanonumri. When we got there, there was no forest. They had actually eaten all the forest. And I use the word eating because I know Mokano. Omsi ye didim. Omote mo no. Ye deforest no. So I know Mokano. Ye dinsu ye deforest no. And I said, okay. So from Tanonumre, then we had the information that the other side of Tano, which is Tano Anwea and the environs, the activities there is terrible. So we decided to go there. We went to the first site. That was mainly Ghanaian youth who were doing their own thing. Now, Omato, machine, yeah, good catches. So, they call around and baby who go do. But most often than not, if these young guys are going to do that, that means a bigger excavator activity had gone on. Now, China, for only we are no more boys.
Go and look at the
leftovers. So we got there, and I saw several thousands of Ghanaian youth in one concession. And the concession is about 25 acres. And I said, these boys are not my target. So I'm not even going to ask them anything. I got there,
So all the boys are there like mining openly.
Whatever no direction, no authority, nothing.
But you said, these are not my target.
No, these are not my target. Because these are people who cannot even afford excavator. They cannot afford champagne. So my target were for those who were behind these activities to be unveiled. I spoke to some of them. They mentioned names. Big names.
You talked to the young boys.
The young boys. And you'll be shocked. Journalists, chiefs, politicians,
you are mentioning these names.
Oh, Papa, they are the ones behind it. Everyone in this country. It's as if we are crazy. As if no sense of direction. Asofo wom, omutu galamsi. Businessmen for cry the bobo. Politicians, Obia
Trogusuna. You are just,
It is just a waste of time. That is what Tumfo told them at some point. And Golaya Mochichu Monede, Yenina Momo Moya Galamsi. Then let's target them and stop this hypocrisy. So we went to the first site. Then from there, I moved to the second site. When we got to the second site, I nearly fell into a deep hole that they've intentionally created.
Intentionally?
Yes. So when you get there, in order for you not to come catch them, they've actually dug so many secret holes and cover it with leaves and stuff. I nearly fell into it. But for the intervention of whoever supreme being that is guiding my steps.
So they actually dig it and then they cover it with
leaves? They cover it.
So if you run over it,
you enter into it. In fact, just last weekend when we went to another place in Ashanti region, one of the guys said, "Oh, Mr. Frifa, brah. No, the guy was leading me to a hole." Just around that, in the same area. I said, no, this place cannot be. Now, I tap here, and I said, "What tap here now?" And this guy was laughing.
So he was.
Yeah.
Wow.
They will kill you if you try anything.
The intention was to kill you.
They will kill you. In fact, they will not only kill you at the galamsey side, they will go extra mile to kill you, which I'll tell you as we move forward. Even last night, I had an attack. Yes, I had an attack. But come back to what happened. So when we went to the second site, there were several thousands of youth. Several. Some of them, I was told, come from even far and near Burkina, Cote d'Ivoire, to come and mine here.
Oh my
No sense of direction. They are destroying the forest, destroying water bodies. And I said, this is not right. So we don't say China for no say inside our more heavy activities. And for me to move on a top speed, when I got there is a river called Anya River. So the Anya River is one of the adjoining rivers of the Tano River. And these people had heaped a huge sand in the way of that river. Not even as if they are pumping it to a certain pond, which ordinarily is the normal practice. They pump the water into a pond. Now what they do is that they block the way of the river, just so the river will get dry, because almost say a one gold.
So practically cutting off the river.
Yes.
To dry up
the place.
So they can get the gold.
So they can dig the way of the river. And they've done it to several big rivers in this country. Tano River, deliberately, because of the mining activities on that Tano River, if we do not take care and proper steps, cogent steps to reclaim it, in the next 2 years, we shouldn't see anything called Tano River in Ghana.
In the next 2 years?
In the next 2 years. That is even me being charitable. There should never be anything called Tano River in Ghana because of what is happening around the Tano banks. Because we almost see a Tano issue. They are diverting issue na excavators issue na momo. So when I got there and I saw the Chinese guys, me do ona baako ete nkwanche wa no hwe ne dwoto na baako nso twitwa green grass carpet here ayibi. So the green grass carpet is actually one of the things they use to catch the gold. Omo they set champagne nanoa. Now omo wash it. So as they are washing, then the green grass will be catching the particles of the gold. And when they finish, they will go and dump it. So when I got there, I saw one of the Chinese guys on the excavator. I said, no, you cannot do what you are doing. So I went there on a top speed with my brother. Went to instruct him to stop. If he doesn't, I'll shoot the tie.
Did you have a gun?
Oh, yes, I had. I'm a rebel.
Next question. You had a gun?
Yes, I had a gun because I knew as we were going, anything
you're going to a war zone.
It's a war zone. Either they survive or I survive. So I instructed him, if he doesn't stop, I will shoot the tie of and in fact, I would have done it. For the interest of the nation, I don't care whether I was breaking the law or not breaking the law, because there is nothing even called law. So, Baba, fast forward, I instructed them to come down, brought the three of them together and asked them exactly what they are doing on the land. Where are
all
they?
On the
excavator, yes. So I walked them to the other side, and I said, where are your documents that gave you permission? The right to forest entry, the mining lease. Where are the appropriate documents that gives you? They couldn't provide any. Then they said, oh, police. I said, police. It's police law. So apparently the police in those vicinities are the ones actually aiding them. So when I say we are crazy, we don't have we are gradually becoming a failed state. That those that are supposed to even protect us, they end up being part of the people to destroy our lands. The police, the national security, willingly. The way they used to fight to go for peacekeeping, now they don't even want to go for peacekeeping no more. Most commanders want to be transferred to galamsey areas just so omo table bekwa kwesi wona and ye concession site ye will be an boy ye twama. And we are aware as a nation. The police is aware. National security is aware. BNI aware. The military is aware. Nobody is doing anything. They are all aiding these foreigners to destroy our lands. I said, no, we cannot continue like that. So myself and my brother, we remember that article, section 12 of the Criminal and Other Offences Act in 1960 gave us a right to citizens arrest. He said, come on, Vamoose, my friend, we've arrested you.
So you conducted a citizens
arrest under the law. When we got there, they had actually instructed their security guards to block the barricade. They've actually created barricades on the way.
Then, the security guards are there, folks, I guess.
Yes. No, they have actually come in with bodyguards, tough guys. One of them instructed my cameraman to drop it. Oh, I said, my friend, you don't have what it takes to instruct my guys. We fought for a while, then I had my way. So when I got to the barricade, the time I had arrested them, they had locked it. So in one of the footages, you see that I was using pump action to open the gate. And that was what happened. So we opened it, we transferred them to Asankregua. When we came and showed the footage, that is what actually sparked the conversation on the whole galamsey thing again. And this time around, I think the cry is very loud that as a nation, we cannot continue to play politics with what is happening. Because if we continue to play politics with what is happening, it is no more about MPP and NDC. All of us are going to die.
It is not.
It's crazy. The things happening in the other side of the country. So what is more alarming, Papa, is that the moment we show this video, you get calls from all over the country. From Keta, from Adidome, from Manson Kwanta.
They were calling the station?
Telling my phone number.
Oh, your phone?
Yes, my phone. So they'll call you from Jacobu and say, oh, Jacobu, they've actually destroyed the forest, a Prapama forest of as big as that of the whole of Kumasi. They will tell you that, oh, in Zima, they will tell you, I am free. Everywhere. They are so, even the north. And I'm like, what is going on? So we are destroying our water bodies at the same time all over the country. All over the country. I said, no, this is not right. Wow. This is not right. Funny enough, the national security had actually conducted a survey and they know all the galamsey operators in Ghana.
They know
for which I have the whole list, the full list with me. All the big men behind them, all the financiers, the Chinese people that come in. Political class, they go to China and seek for Chinese people to come home. Just recently where we went to on Saturday. A whole constituency chairman had gone in to bring several Chinese people from China.
The constituency chairman.
Constituency chairman. This very one that we arrested them is actually one of the big boys in our party, my party, that had gone in for them to bring them just some few months ago to come and destroy our lands. And I'm like, are we crazy? What breed of human beings are we? That the lands that belongs to us, we are able to sit down and nothing pricks our conscience. It's not even as if that the people themselves voluntarily come here. We go there to seek for them and say, for the sake of greed and selfishness, come in and destroy our lands haphazardly so that I would make money and the larger society will suffer. But we cannot sit down as a nation like that, Papa. We cannot. And some of us are not cowards. Some of us were not born to be cowards. So we say we will speak out, and that is exactly what we are doing right now.
And what you just said reminds me of, I remember at one point where I think it was a Chinese ambassador was asking how the Chinese get into Ghana.
The Chinese ambassador.
It's not us that, is it not Ghanaians that let them in?
Exactly.
Or show them where?
Exactly.
And he says, go to South Africa to see whether you see any Chinese company mining in South Africa. It doesn't happen there.
In fact, the Chinese have done nothing without the support of our Ghanaian people.
Yeah.
Our own brothers. Those that are supposed to take care of the people, but instead of being leaders, they become misleaders. Greed and selfishness has filled them. Even in my own party, greed, selfishness has filled most of them. It is not different from the other side. The two of them. And the danger in it is that we do not even have an option to want to go to A or come to B. Because now the moment political power changes hands, the next batch of people that is organized economic criminals, and I use this, my party is part of it. When people give you power, the sovereign will of the people, you are supposed to serve the people with that power, inure to their benefit. Let my party come and tell me how the activities of this galamsey is inuring to the benefit of anybody. Then Abu Jinapor gets paid every Monday, first Monday of the month. What is the duty of Abu Jinapor? He's supposed to protect our land, protect our water bodies. Why is he still a post? The question I've been asking, I haven't gotten an answer. Why is Abu Jinapor still at post? But in this country, obviously, we worship positions and nonsensically. We do. Everybody. Yeah. So I have calls from most of my brothers in my party. As you got the chi into election year, na we say na. But me alusuna me say be ready as a you people are senseless. Why are you not asking yourself election year na ye? So you have a problem with me saying the wrong things you are doing, and not you the wrong things you are doing. So first you must tell yourselves that the wrong things that we are doing is what is going to send us to opposition. Something I wish it never happens, but it looks like what we are doing, it will send us to opposition. So maybe I'll be doing it, we cannot do MPP and this anymore. As a nation, we must collectively come together and speak in one voice, in one unison, and tell them that enough is enough. This nonsense must stop. So myself and a few other people, we've declared 11th November as National War on Foolishness.
11 November. 11 November.
11 November.
It's a national war on foolishness.
National war on foolishness. Yes, I'm not against entirely our youth going into mining activities and making money, because after all, if the Newmont, the Anglo go there or whatever, they get the money, they take it away. So I want the youth to be able to extract the natural resources and make money so it stays in this country. But is that the way to go about it? This is not the way to go about it. And everybody is quiet, Papa. Then the to me kiano to musa. Say obani eh. Unfa brichi ba de obey na metwa so.
Eh, unto so beke o. What to so abe sem who cries eh. Na me ba wo koi. But no. All jokes aside, I mean, it is great. Because until people develop that conscience and realize that the nation first, and whatever needs to be done, we will do to protect our nation, we are lost. And so I'm glad that, you know, I don't know whatever you learn from me, I'm glad that the nation is the bigger picture for you.
People have lost the sense of patriotism and love for their nation, because when they see the people that are supposed to lead them, the people are so greedy, the people are so selfish, the people don't have any conscience in them. Because if you do have conscience and you are a leader, so to speak, and you go and buy excavators and you put it in waterway, destroy the water at a very alarming degree, and nothing pricks your conscience that it is wrong, the people following you will do same.
Yeah.
And in fact, when Akufo-Addo in 2020 announced, I think 2018 or so, announced that all activities of galamsey should cease, most of this young youth actually ceased because they understand that what they were doing was wrong. Then all they realize is that somebody sits in Accra called Minerals Commission. So they live in Ayamfuri, they live in Bodie, they live in Asankregwa, they live in Jakobu. Then somebody is in Accra will come in with excavator, enter their forest, begin to dig and make all the money. What do you expect the indigenous of that land to do? They will join and destroy it. So for me, it is about leadership. We don't have one. If we do have one, the mining activities could have been streamlined and we don't need to destroy our waters to make money. But unfortunately, the greed of the selected few, and Papa, I say this thing every time, there is so much in this country for everybody's need. So much in this country for everybody's need. But unfortunately, we do not have enough for the greed of the selected few, the 1% political class, the 1% traditional class, the 1% clergy, the 1%, all of them, they've connived, taking advantage of the ordinary masses, making capital out of the misery of the people. This is not how to build a nation, and we can't simply go on this way. And for me, the people should rise up, go into the bush, and begin to chase the galamsey aside. When people rise, just as Achim assume people did just recently just as Achim Nyinasin, the chief of Achim Nyinasin, who has declared that not only will he sack you, but he shoot and kill when you get to his land and you destroy his water bodies.
That's what he said.
That's what he said. And that is the kind of courage that we are asking our people to gather. That we are the sons and daughters of Kwame Nkrumah. We are the sons and daughters of King Niko Braboni III. We are the sons and daughters of Prempeh I, those that fought for the freedoms of our nation. How all of a sudden have we become cowards, condoning nonsense, and everybody is quiet? All in the name of politics. The clergy is marrying politics, businessmen marrying politics, journalists that are supposed to speak truth to power, they are marrying politics. Everybody, selfish interest. But we cannot simply go on like that as a nation, Baba. If we continue like this, I know there is only one solution out. That the masses will rise one day. And just as Victor Hugo said in France, there is no army in this world strong enough to stop an idea whose time has come.
Yeah.
When we continue like this, one day we shouldn't blame the masses when they want freedom. Because Muta Baruka has said, any which way possible, freedom shall surely come. Economic freedom, freedom of our lands. Because we cannot sit down, fold our arms and allow people to destroy the lands that our forefathers toiled and fought for with their blood.
With their blood.
They fought for the land with their blood, not for greedy, selfish people to come and take it and enrich themselves at the instance of the masses, impoverishing everybody. That is not the way to build a nation. When you read the preamble of our constitution, it says that we, the people of Ghana, in exercise of our natural and inalienable right.
Enti abusia akachachi afrifa enso na abe Canada no. In fact, in some akachachi afrifa kan no de ni na kwan no. But ono so one of the generals are because of political party inti. And me feel say all these people no nyama bia omo ye even yem bi so katachi afrifa say sa Chinese for we mu a okochi omo no akosi say Ghana ye kan ya ye jai aguo ye te ha ana say ashawan sa ashawan obasima China ni basima ebe ye galamse wo ye mamra mi wa ye mabunu ni bi o machicho mo de o magu afiase oye yama pa asanso ede neko like enkofo we million from leaders o ye politicians ni wicked te say na ye kan zamano wan me say ukom ya mikro mu ahemfo no ye so o kan na no kra me mikro mu hene nana idina krampu emma ukwa dekezo a wotutu kro no hu nyina ahia so kro no improvement bia ma kro nim nsuo yiri fa omo ahemfie bui kra yentumi si ahemfie no ukoka yesi menka na uka ubenya asem this the time was ye isa cowardness no dey free on near kan okran dey and ekonum no ekwa me say omo tutu a ubesi dom na se obi a wonim zoma no areva nko bra ne so no ubesi dom na se na utu ti se ukosi junction na side and side ekwan no hu omo tutu ni nyina sa de wuram sa ubedu simpa junction na utu ti se wo ko apmanim line ne so na ekwan no wonom eno so omo tutu ni nyina sa oba aya santimamu anom ufa konongo kwan so na oya so wo kwa eno so main road nchen omo tutu a nti enkofo we mi da bia de ka we omuko omso mu all in the name of politics nti ye hwe asay natural resource ni nyina and we mo mbe wiase no mbe dwan akotant na nkofo kuro so because ebi any say hwe CCR no ye education almost free education politician be na the back of free education ebi kana ye mo bo Magraham eka asem bi efa na Kwame Bediako ehun ma me fa no emetwam na me nkyere wo se sa media fo we ma ya da bia ye ka so omo ka ho na oman Ghana enko na anim no o de yentie ne Magraham eka e yewi a da baba ensem no na ye di video no e de asi
Okas asem ni wie 2 days or say later and oba asem no kan ne nyesa na omini amanfo atwena no asibone oronko ade okasa bia akwa na eze the press statement be clarify asem no be kan ye no because I can't think far. A little while back, I think the NPP youth organizers, VVT, I forgotten. Or talk about say, I'm saying, yeah, there's some Muba Bejaida because idea more music. Like, you see how people are talking and you see the effects, and still nothing is being done. It's crazy. Chada even said, Oba bet even more. But Obe make use of Obe create my youth before Obe no. It's like no one is actually taking proper measures or procedures to make sure say things are getting fixed when it comes to galamsey, when it comes to Ghana water. The chemicals are even Ghana water company.
Me Magraham obi a me penasam won content create ho me one of the followers. But me dey bia me ka say it doesn't matter say na me sipe wasmana ochia e wo say yetono. Magraham Italy and okọ enkofo enkuro so kra wo hu ne ekoso e wo honom. But me hu ne enti a Magraham like on kana na Kwame Bediako ehun ensem say because onim say oka obe promote no asem we a all tracing na no say cheda ka say obo ba bedege galamsey no more na before so be yes no na we create jobs ama youth no enye sa no kan all tracing na no asem meanwhile was say ono oba galamsey China for ese insas no more memu ha no obe arrest omo yin obe mo house arrest wa fre China president say brana be hwa won ko for ne o ma be ye masase atwa damage e di amom no mu wie kra na obe se amom aye adwuma 4 years e di atika ansa no we release omo na eba ne se Ghana mabunu na obe stop mo say mo fa akode ne nya den anase tusu no enwu na wa mom proper training na ya mine ye gold no on the right track and no so nya se bia ye de be kwakoto am obi o ye de be ya reserve nti no we train no to do it on the right way because gold in there ye betu but on a proper way and as a proper measure ye de be go on and na ya ye no eno any ade na Kwame Bediako e kan ho asem meanwhile CCR no all tracing na no asem ubonso obi so befa ena cheda ka say video no ewo ho enye sa no kan o chirem en achirem so many times wow nti ye media no mo bom ho modern but aya mo hwe na mo this be say the right information na mo jai sa mo trace enkofo ano asem abrani abrebia abusia mesro na ne dedika wa show dia Asam TV subscribe to channel share na like invite afoforo on beka busia ko no afi free so be share wadwe e comment section ase wono makrao